So after that unboxing video, I couldn't really not go ahead and show you the Book of Flesh and Feather. Just a closer look, right? I mean, it obviously captured the imagination of many of the viewers in the comments, and yeah, here it is in the, let me go ahead and say flesh and possibly feather. So yes, this is the new book published by Theion Publishing. They released it just a few weeks ago, and my copy of it just arrived very recently. There aren't very many in circulation. Let me just go straight to the back to show you, to give you a look at what's available. There are 710 of these cloth hardcover copies and 55 hand-numbered Auric copies, plus 12 special copies which are not available to buy. Sorry about clearing my throat there. Okay, so to give you an idea of what this actually is, it's a liturgy, is what it is. So something akin to a mass, and it's a number of rituals described. You'll be able to see what those rituals actually are. I'm sure you'll find one or two titles there to pique your interest. And they are rituals to the Great Jehuty, and the Great Jehuty is defined in the 3-page introduction over here. So there are 3 pages to describe what's inside the book here, and yeah, it's very interesting. The Great Jehuty is defined as the uncreated creator. Also defined, interestingly, as Tek, Tetu, and Thoth, whom we think of as the ibis god, who is akin to Hermes and Mercury. So the god of information, god of language, god of learning, god of sciences, god of technology, god of all of these things. But it becomes apparent as you go through the book that in fact it's the gnosis or the logos, right, which is in fact being referred to here, the divine sounds that create the secret name of Ra. All of these are really of the same quality, and it's the aspect of the ultimate source which is specifically being worshipped here. And I do mean worshipped because this is in fact you could say it's a work of art. It's the way it's described in that introduction. The author says that art has really only become a pastime in recent years, and art previously was always about divinity, about the most important aspects of life, and this is an attempt to return to that tradition. And so you can see that the liturgy itself is displayed in a very interesting way, just on the page. Every aspect of this is an act of worship. So in the sides here there are recommendations for the practitioner. All of this should be read out, of course, but those notes in the margin are for your practice. Yeah, and then there are these little how to say, representations throughout the book. Okay, so there's the prayer for acknowledgement. So each one of these is a ritual in itself, and the book is designed to be worked through from beginning to end. Creating a phylactery for protection. Yeah, so it's very, very nicely laid out, very, very clear what you're supposed to be doing at what point, with the main body of the liturgy right there in the middle. Yeah, the page layout is just so much fun, and occasionally you have these full page works of art which really just speak directly to much deeper parts of you than the surface part, which is looking for word meanings. Really a very, very gorgeous book. What I particularly like about it is the combination of Egyptian mythology with early Christian Gnostic mythology. In fact, some of the names which we know from the Nag Hammadi library, such as Barbello, are invoked and used throughout the ritual. And yeah, it's a really, really beautiful work of art. It smells great. The pages are just the right kind of glossy that I like. You know that I don't like glossy pages, but they are glossy, but they're not shiny, as you can see. This I've got this light, right? And that really would make some kind of white line if it were too glossy, but it's not. It's just perfect, and it feels like Theion Publishing have put a lot of effort into sourcing the right materials for this, right? It's a very nice golden bookmark. Let me just return to the cover so that I can give you a very close look. It feels like nylon, right? Yeah. But it's not. It doesn't feel delicate in any way. It doesn't feel like it's going to break in any way, or or rub off, or it doesn't feel like you can't handle this. It does feel very sturdy and very well constructed, yeah, what else can I tell you? I wouldn't change anything. I think it's exactly, in terms of construction, it's perfect. And in terms of contents, it's fascinating and beautiful. I mean, what more can you hope for? Yeah, I am very curious to find out what some of these rituals actually feel like to perform. They seem really genuine, really to come from a place of devotion and real love, and so yeah, so I'm all over this. I think it's a really, really nice addition to Theion Publishing's roster. There we are. I hope you found the video useful. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care.